Hey guys, welcome to Anime News, where I tell you about the latest in Dragon Ball news, updates, One Piece updates, Naruto updates, Bleach updates, and furthermore any anime out there that you need to have discussions on, informations on, or reviews about to break down all the aspects to give you a better understanding. Now, the topic of the day is the discussion for One Piece. What if Luffy was a girl? Now, I know people haven't talked about this subject. They haven't been very discussion on it, and I've always had it swimming through my head. So I wanted to furthermore elaborate this world in what if Luffy was a girl. So, without furthermore, let's get into the story. And I think it starts off the exact same way. I'm just going to change a few aspects of the story and have a little plot twist and things, but nothing major. So, where I'm gonna start is Luffy's in a bar with redhead Shanks pirates, and goes as Joe. They just having fun, kicking it, laughing, eating, drinking. Luffy talks to Yasa Luffy. I forgot to tell you, instead of Monkey D. Luffy, it's gonna be Monkey D. Luffy. Minor mistake there. Should have said that earlier, but oh well. Sue me. Now Luffy's in the bar with Redhead Shanks pirates. She's inspired by them. She wants to become a pirate now because the adventures they go on. Shanks told her all about his crew adventures, how free they are, how fun it is to be a pirate. She then got her ambition set, her dream set. She wants to be a pirate now, all because of Redhead Shanks. And now, Shanks is talking to Luffy, and Luffy's talking to Shanks and saying, I want to become the world's greatest pirate. I want to become a pirate that reaches the heavens, that becomes strong. Shanks looks at her, and he looks at his crew, and his whole entire crew starts laughing. They lets out a whole laugh. Ha 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 ha! You think you could become a pirate? A girl like you? I don't think so. I don't see a girl like you becoming a pirate, Luffy. And she's pouts. Her face turns red, and she looks at Shanks and says, I can become a great pirate. I can become a pirate better than you, Shanks. And he looks at her and does his little, you wish you could become a great pirate than me. Won't you go cry somewhere? Or here, drink their juice. And then you hear somebody's in the background saying, what kind of pirate drink juice? And she yells out, you tricked me! All of a sudden, the party is crashed. A group of bandits walks in. And I think that rule would stay the same. Nothing changes there. They wreck the bar, trash everything. Shanks falls to the ground, and his juice, his liquor, sake, is poured all over him. And Luffy's just looking around, like, what's going on? And Shanks is quiet. His whole crew is quiet. Everybody's not saying a word. The bandits got what they wanted and what they asked for. More booze, and they left. Shanks and his crew let out a big laugh. They just laughed. And Luffy's just looking around. She's shocked. She's confused. Why are you guys laughing? They just came here, kicked your asses. Why won't you do anything? Shanks looks at Luffy. It's nothing to get mad about, Luffy. They just came and poured drinks all over us. It's nothing to really start a fuss about. And Luffy didn't understand that. She got really heated, really mad. That doesn't make any sense. And she starts pouting on a chair and turns around and spots an open box with a fruit inside. A mysterious fruit. To Luffy, it's just a regular old fruit. And she starts eating it out of frustration. Shanks looks up and says, you shouldn't eat out of frustration, Luffy. It's not good. Mostly not for a girl. And then he realized what she's eating. He stands up and says, no, you didn't. You ain't just eat the devil fruit. And Luffy looks at him. Devil what? And then he grabs Luffy by the shirt and said, Luffy, you just ate the gum fruit, a devil fruit which takes your ability to swim. And Luffy's face turns blue and pale. What do you mean takes my ability to swim? And he looks at her and says, yes, it takes your ability to swim. And that particular fruit also turns your body into rubber. You're a devil fruit user now, Luffy. You dumbass. I was supposed to get money for that. Spit it out. Spit it out. But it was too late. For Luffy has become a rubber woman. Now, and I think the more parts of the story. Let's fast forward. Luffy gets kidnapped by the bandits. One of the bandits gets shots for pulling their gun on Shanks. When Shanks said, now that you've drawn your gun, are you willing to risk your life? Guns aren't meant for threats. They're meant for action. And Luffy gets kidnapped. Shanks saves her, but in return, from the big sea king, or sea monster, he loses his arm. And fast forward from that, Shanks get ready to set sail. And Luffy's telling Shanks that she will become a world's greatest pirate. She will become strong. And Shanks says, in your dreams. But Shanks said, if you happen to become a great pirate, take this. He gives her his straw hat and tells her, bring it back to me when you become a world's greatest pirate. And that's the day Straw Hat Luffy was born. Now, Garp, Luffy's grandfather, heard about the news of red-haired pirates in the village. So he makes a little detour and goes to see his granddaughter. Oh yes, and the remarkable convenience of Luffy and her grandfather are devastating. She tells her grandfather Garp that I want to become a pirate. I'm going to be free. I'm going to become the world's strongest pirate. And Garp gets angry. The vein bulges in his head and his fists clenched with anger. And he yells, you're going to be a marine if I have to beat some crap into you, and punches Luffy in the head. And she's rubbing her head and everything and said, ow, why did you hit me? Even though Luffy's rubber, nothing can stop Garp's fist of love. And then the training begins. Garp's trying to toughen Luffy up, and he doesn't have any sympathy that she's a girl. None whatsoever. He wants his granddaughter to become a very strong and powerful marine, so she would not get into trouble someday. So he throws her into abyss, ties her with balloons, and she flies into the air. He even throws her into a jungle to survive on her own. And she did. Once the task got too compelling with Garp's job and work, he gave Luffy to a group of mountain bandits, Dadan's group. And Dadan is already in shock because she's already have one brat. Now 2 brats, that's just too much for Dadan. She's screaming out saying, why do you keep throwing brats here? This is not a damn babysitter service. What is wrong with you, Garp? And he looks at her. What was that? Nothing. So he places Luffy and tell her, she's in your care now. Take good care of my granddaughter, or else. And she says, I will take good care of her. Oh, and the other person that the Don's taking care of is none other than Porcus the Ace, which he happens to spit on Luffy's face. She gets mad and angry and frustrated, and she looks at Ace and say, you better apologize for what you did. And he just looks at her and start walking off. Luffy looks at Ace without paying him any mind. The next day, though, would embark on a great journey for Luffy because she would be following Ace to the ends of the earth, running after him, following in his footsteps, trying to catch up to him, trying to be his friend, but Ace wasn't having it. Ace would run and run and run, and Luffy, as each day goes by, Luffy would overcome the obstacles, overcome the challenges, overcome everything that Ace threw at her. And one day, Luffy happened to catch up with Ace. Ace and then now Ace is on the top of a tree with another particular character, Sabo. Ace and Sabo have been saving their treasures to someday set out sail and become pirates. Now that Luffy's know they are up there, everything's changed. They think they can't trust Luffy. But now they have no choice. They want to kill Luffy. And she's screaming. She's screaming to the top of her lungs. She doesn't know what to do. She doesn't know what to say. She doesn't know. She's just screaming out for help and everything. All of a sudden, Luffy gets kidnapped. And beaten. For being dumb. She gets beaten, but she won't tell a word. She won't even tell them where Ace and Sabo have their treasure. She won't even tell them where the treasure is or where Ace and Sabo is. So the pirate group, Blue Gem Pirates, are beating Luffy, and she's not saying a word. Ace and Sabo come to the rescue and saves her. And there embarks the brothers and sister bond. Now fast forward. I think that story, that part would be for next time, but fast forward through that. They have their toast of sake and become brothers and sister and family of 3. And as we fast forward, Sabo disappears. Ace and Luffy thinks Sabo is dead. They don't know. Ace and Luffy doesn't know what's going on. All they can do now is keep the dream alive. Years have passed. Ace set sail at the age of 17 years old and telling Luffy, I hope to see you out on sea someday. Luffy's telling him, I only need 3 more years. 3 more. And after that, fast forward, Luffy set sail. And set sail to embark on her journey to becoming the king of the pirates. The dream of becoming the world's greatest pirate turned into the king of the pirates. And that's what she has her goal set on. That's what she has her dream set on. Luffy set sail. And she meets a very old friend, the sea monster that took Shanks' arm. She uses her attack that never worked on Ace and Sabo. She uses an attack that she's been training for years to work on, and it's the Gumu Gumu no pistol. She fires it at the sea monster, smacking him in the jaw with very ease. He goes down, and the set sail, Luffy. But she ends up getting trapped in a barrel. And the barrel floats and floats and floats till it's found by a little boy with pink hair named Kobe. Kobe thinks it's just a regular barrel, and then Kobe gets cornered by 3 muggers. Luffy then pops out of the barrel screaming, I made it! I made it! Happy. Okay, that's the end for that one. Now, part 2 is going to come very soon, but I'm just going to end it there. See how this video goes. I might come back to it in the future, but I'm just going to end it there. And furthermore, wait for information and stuff like that. See how you guys like it in response, and I might do a part 2. I'm also going to do other things and other news updates and other animes, reviews, titles, and all that kind of stuff. But this is one thing I've liked to do and I love to do, because it's giving you a further insight on the world of what if Luffy was a girl. So, stay tuned. If this video gets a lot of likes and comments and stuff, I might make a part 2. Who knows? Bye.